Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Both teams come into today's game with a track record of getting it done through the air. Both rank in the top 10 in passing TDs. It's the Steelers going up against the Saints. The opening kick is straight ahead, so it's time to turn it over to my colleagues, Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis with the call. Gentlemen.
All right, Larry, thank you. We are down on the bayou as you get a look inside the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in New Orleans. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the New Orleans Saints. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Guyton. And Charles, you look at this Saints team as they enter play. They come in playing some decent football, 5-3 in their last 8 games.
And the offense last week, they had things humming. If you're a defensive player, you may get overshadowed a little bit, but you're really buoyed by what your offense is doing.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Steelers, they've come in on a nice run of recent form, 4 wins out of 5.
And they looked awfully good last week and came away with a 2-touchdown victory. They did have a few reasons for concern defensively, but all in all, they'll take a repeat here if they could get it.
So here are the Steelers now to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by Big Ben, their veteran quarterback, Ben Roethlisberger.
He's one of the more exalted quarterbacks in the league, but I still don't think he gets enough appreciation for his ability to read defenses and lead his ball club.
Now Roethlisberger on first down. And he is going to be wrapped up and slung to the turf. Cameron Jordan in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Offense needs something here on second down. It is second and long. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback because he had no chance to block him.
And that is incomplete. And the big boys up front in the trenches. What do you think of the O-line, Charles?
I love them because this is a group that's so cohesive. They know what the man next to them is going to do at all times, and they operate as a terrific unit.
So certainly not the start they were looking for here as they come up on a 3rd and 14. Now Ben on 3rd and long. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable. Usually an excellent target and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
This is fielded at the 27. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. And here come the Saints for their opening drive. And led out by their veteran quarterback. He's been around a while. They don't celebrate birthdays for him. They just cut him up, see how many rings he's got around the middle. He has been in the league a long time. They'll come out in the pistol. They'll run for the first time with Mark Ingram. He takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4. The headshots here are the offensive unit. And what about Brandon Cooks?
If he's not a 1,000-yard receiver every year he's healthy in the league, I'll be surprised. Came out of college wanting to be a pro, studied all the best receivers in the NFL before he even got to the league.
Second down, Ingram. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first. And a look at the Steelers' defensive unit.
Ryan Shazier ran so fast at his combine that many people thought someone actually ran for him. He's a linebacker who ran sub 4.4, and he uses that speed to make plays all over the field.
An extra defensive back in the game now here for 3rd and 4. Looking to throw. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
They run. It's Mark Ingram. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Gun. They'll look to throw. He's got time. Look at the time. The 20. It's caught left side by Cooks. That goes for a gain of 31.
Now that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
And into the red zone now, and Charles, they told us offense in the red zone was a focus this week in practice.
A huge priority, and the key was to get points, so you know that all the time during the week they talked about executing, taking care of the football, no big mistakes, make sure they put points on the board and come out of it with that. Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
They're going to look to throw. And he's got it over the middle. Fleener. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Kobe Fleener, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Saints have taken the early lead. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it all culminates in a Saints touchdown. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession and try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone. Looked like the screen pass was taken away there, but what a nice job improvising, finding other options, and completing the pass anyway.
They'll come out in the pistol. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he cuts it back left. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills? And it does it in so many different ways. In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty. Can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. 2nd down following the run. On 2nd down, here's Roethlisberger. That's complete. It's Gordon. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Josh Gordon, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field, and that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control, and how about the end result? A touchdown.
And just one tick to go, so this will obviously be the final play of this first quarter.
Here we go now. Green.
The drive starts here with a carry by Ingram. A touchdown apiece here in this first quarter of play. 7-all is the score. EA Sports NFL Sunday returns following this. They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. Now back to throw. Looking sideline, incomplete. Kobe Fleener, the tight end, his intended target, and it's 3rd down.
Well, Brandon, all receivers are trying to make sure that the defender thinks they're going to the middle of the field when they're running the out cut. On that play, didn't get it done very well because that one was batted down.
And defensively, it's a nickel formation here on 3rd down and 9. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And that's complete to LaFell. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I can't help it. I'm just sitting back in admiration right now. This defense tells everyone that plays against them, you're not beating us running the football. That's who we are. That's what we're about. It's not going to happen. If you're going to beat us, you better pick another way.
They'll set up a throw. Thomas has got it. Complete. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. And there, the man coverage not good enough, partner, and they're able to complete the pass.
Excellent recognition of the man coverage, and they found the guy who could win downfield.
Here we go. Green 39.
They'll try to run for the first with Ingram. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
On every snap, a defense is trying to establish who they are, but on 3rd and short, that's really when you put it out there and tell people who you are, and that's exactly what they did. For the offense, they're looking at their offensive line and saying, guys, where are you? We need you on those plays.
He gets it away, and I think they'll smartly play keep away here from Brown. Out of bounds and close. The question, was it a touchback? No. They'll say it crossed out at the 2-yard line. The Saints defense getting ready here, heading back onto the field. Had a touchdown given up the last time they were out there, so maybe need to refocus a little bit.
And make sure that they don't start finger-pointing with each other, because oftentimes when a touchdown's given up, you say, okay, where did that happen? Who broke down? Who gave it up? Instead, just go back out there, be a unit again, and try and play a little bit better.
Yeah, see if they can play a little bit better on this drive. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand.
Offense.
So he got his hands a little too far outside. The ref caught him, threw the flag. Now Roethlisberger back into his end zone. Under pressure, and down he goes in the end zone, and that's a safety. Well, I think you can go ahead and give your punter an assist on that one. Pinned him deep, and the defense comes through with 2 points.
You're exactly right, partner. This was all set up by a great punt, and if the ball goes in the end zone, this never happens. So great call. Give the punt team and the punter some love.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41. The linebacker Ryan Shazier there to make the tackle.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those three guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
So they go out of the gun, try to delay it on the draw, but nothing there.
Yeah, good play by the defense there. They sniffed it out and made sure there were no gaps for him to run. If you're the offense, though, you have to think to yourself, maybe I go play action down the road.
He's got time in the pocket. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And now that brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to New Orleans after this. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Larry Ridley will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. With it is Brown. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. And trotting back out there now, this Saints defense. They have looked good. The last time out, the safety, the most recent rendition in what's been a good game.
They're playing awfully well. And whenever you force a safety, not only do you put points on the board, seize some momentum, but you feel like you're starting to dominate things a little bit. This defense, partner, they're looking good.
Yeah, they have looked sharp. Will it continue now? That one goes for 24 yards. We heard them talk before the game about utilizing the intermediate passing game this week. It works for them there. They move the chains.
And we saw them work on it in practice as well, and most teams take a period at a time to work on different things. They put a couple of periods of work into the intermediate passing game, and now we know exactly why. They got the look that they were seeking, and they were able to take advantage of it.
And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it. Now the confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
So a little grabbing there, but this time it goes against the offense for holding. The penalty really backs up the offense here on 1st down. Now 20 yards to go. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Wide open receiver, complete.
Personal foul, face mask, defense.
Charles, I know it's hard when live bullets are flying, but you cannot keep your hand up around the face mask area.
It is absolutely inexcusable nowadays. We talk about target areas all the time. You have to aim lower, set your hand.
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Darius Hayward-Bay, his first touchdown on the year. And the Steelers are going to retake the lead.
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead, it's still a lead, and that always feels good to a team.
They'd love to take that into the lockers, but a little time left on that clock, so some work to do.
I like that. I like how you're guarding against a letdown there.
Already looking forward.
Coaching them up from right up here in the booth.
Boswell for the extra point. And the lead is up to 5. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here. I know they don't like to hear it when they get to a certain age, but then you have to start to use your skills, your wiles, right, your mind to beat guys to the football. And getting your toes tapped in bounds definitely qualifies as that, doesn't it?
The veteran showing he still has the agility. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. To throw. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
So here we go now. An extra defensive back in there on 3rd and 10. Back to throw again. Finding time. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. Well, not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
Here's Thomas Morstead now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. Getting set to go again, Ben Roethlisberger heading back out there. And he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes, no interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence. Does a great deal for your team. Gives them a lead, and they're feeling really good about how they're playing. I think he expects to throw at least another one.
I was going to say, now he wants the first-half hat trick, doesn't he?
Oh, without a doubt. Go ahead and fling him on the field, folks. He wants that type of celebration.
There he goes, left side. He's at the 30. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A big play there. 87 yards. And the Steelers get the quick strike touchdown. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. Here again comes the captain of this offense leading his crew back out there now. Been a decent start for him here in this first half, but they're losing. And I think as the captain of the offense, you probably always feel like you need to do more in that situation.
The best have always felt that way, and they won't settle for anything less. So right now his goal is to increase what he's doing on the field, try to make sure his teammates come along with him, and he feels like if I do better, everyone will do better. And that's
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Surveying the field. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. A really good pickup of 28 yards. A big completion there, and he gets out of bounds to stop the clock.
Very heady football. That allows them the opportunity to go ahead and line up and kick one right before the half ends.
And this one is right down the middle. And that lead is back down to 9 now. So a field goal here, they're still down, but they put a dent into that lead before the break.
And that's got to feel good because now they've seen that they can put some more points on the board, and that gives them a whole second half to get back to where they want to be, and that's in the lead.
Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Steelers out in front. As we send you on over to Orlando, where we'll check in with Larry Ridley. He's got our EA Sports halftime report. Larry?
Thanks, Brandon. I'm Larry Ridley, and welcome to our EA halftime report. The Saints really played well last week, but that hasn't always been the case today. The Steelers have to be commended for playing a really good first half. All right, let's roll the highlights. End of the first quarter. The pass will be caught over the middle, and he caps off the 6-play drive with the score. They'll take the early advantage. Head to late in the first. Roethlisberger's got the completion from the gun, and nobody can stop him on this long touchdown. Steelers tied up at 7. Steelers have it at the 17. Middle of the field, Ben Roethlisberger will find his mark, and this goes 17 yards for the score.
Okay, Larry, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Steelers defense getting ready here. They've got the lead on the scoreboard, and just speaking of the scoreboard, forget it. When you're leading, whether the defense has given up 0 points or 30 points in that first half, is your coordinator a little more happy going into half 2 regardless?
It allows them to do a few more things because of what you just said. You're winning, so now they can get on you a little bit more if they want to. They can make the changes that they want and feel like everyone's locked in, because when you're winning, your attention is usually focused pretty well on your team.
They've got the lead right now.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
A 10th carry here for Mark Ingram. And he stopped immediately there. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Well, there was no blitz. That was just a draw play that, to be frank, didn't fool anybody.
Did we hear the entire stadium screaming draw? Because it felt like everybody was all over that play, and the defense won that battle.
They come up with one back. That's Ingram. They'll drop to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. A gain of 19 and picking up the first.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically. But a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side.
Hurry up, here we go.
They'll look to throw here on first down. He's going to float this one deep right side. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Brandon Cooks, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Saints are back within a score. They went empty backfield, all their weapons out wide, so there really was no secret here to what they were going to do.
No secret, but they still had to execute it, and they still had to protect the guy throwing the ball, because oftentimes when you empty the backfield, people bring pressure at you. They managed to hold in there and successfully complete the touchdown pass.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description, because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball, but about them just taking it big-time jaunt. Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
They'll get 23 yards there, and it'll give the Steelers a first down. You know, when I see passes like that, I'm reminded of something you and I talked about yesterday. Big Ben was a wide receiver the first 3 years of high school, sitting behind the coach's son, and then he finally got that opportunity. I think he's made the most of it.
It's always the coach's son, isn't it? But you know where it helps him? When he looks downfield, he knows what the receivers are going to do. He actually has wide receivers' eyes when he's throwing the ball.
Completes it to Hayward Bay. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme, and you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Brown, the lone receiver, left. Time running out here on the play clock. On a delay of game there, they could not get the playoff in time.
Frustrating for the head coach, frustrating for the offense. Sometimes you have to get the play call in a little bit quicker.
Still first down.
From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
Throwing again, it's Roethlisberger. Wide open receiver, complete. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Josh Gordon with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. A 4-play drive spanning 80 yards. And it ends with the Steelers finding the end zone. That's fielded in the end zone. And a couple yards deep, he'll go to a knee. He won't return it. And they'll take it out to the 25. A chance for us again to look at this Pittsburgh defense. They've had a couple passing touchdowns against them in this game, and that last drive they really got picked apart.
They've got to figure out how to tighten things up, because no matter what they've done, whatever adjustments they've made, offense has been a step ahead of them. So they've got to figure it out. Usually, a sack of the quarterback can help change the momentum.
Maybe bring some pressure.
I think maybe a little bit of pressure would help them greatly.
They come out here in the eye. They'll run with Ingram here to begin the drive. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Bud Dupree, a former first-round pick, in on the stop. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point, you've got to win at the point of attack. And on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
They come up with one back. That's Ingram. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. It's caught left side by Cooks. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
Ingram. And he is going to lose yardage here. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. And yet again, this run game just continues to be completely shut off.
Completely stymied. I mean, they're trying to get some consistency, trying to find places to roam. They just haven't been there throughout this game.
To throw. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. And that'll bring up 4th down on the big sack with a loss of 5. So both teams trade touchdowns, and the third as we're through 3 quarters. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Saints who hold the football, but they're trailing as we begin the 4th quarter of play. Now Brown. A good return there, 17 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Tackle made there by Nick Fairley. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Offense still needing 10 yards. 2nd down. Now Roethlisberger to throw on 2nd down. And he is out of bounds, getting it across the 30-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. And defensively, they just don't seem to have much of an answer for this passing game.
Not at all. Look at the confidence that's exhibited here. With that type of a lead, clock on their side, instead of running it, they're still throwing it, trying to pick up 1st downs and keeping the football.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. Again, we'll see the pistol here. And they'll go on the ground. He can't bring him down.
The weight room does work.
He can muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a third and very short.
I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
Here's Will Monday now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. And now here comes the Steelers defense once more. They did their job last go-around, forced the punt, hoping for more of that here.
They got off the field. That's exactly what they wanted to accomplish. Get off the field, turn the ball over to their offense, and kick back and enjoy a little bit of water and rest before they have to go back out there again.
Back out there now, hoping to hurry up and get more water and rest. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive, and that is incomplete. Lance Dunbar is running back the intended target, and that'll bring up second down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. It's complete. Flater, right side. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And Thomas has it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They give him 15 more, and it's another 1st down.
No matter how you evaluate quarterbacks, at some point arm strength is going to come into the conversation. I'm really impressed by what I saw on that throw on the out route.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
I'm going to show my age here a little bit. We used to talk about running backs catching the ball as safety valves. Nowadays, they're a big part of the passing offense.
Quit acting like you're so old. You're only 65. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Feels right. I'll come after you. Let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll look to throw again. It's caught. Left side, Brandon LaFleur. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
Brandon, we did watch him play well on tape last week, and it was a lot of fun to watch, and he put together some nice numbers, some really nifty plays, and he's doing it again this week. And what I'm seeing is the rest of his team starting to rise in confidence as well.
Rubbing off a little bit?
I think so, and I think that they're buying into him. They believe in him as their leader, which means that they're going to play better, try to make some better plays for him. I think we've seen that throughout this contest.
Those numbers certainly back you up. Fresh set of downs here. Again, we'll see the pistol here. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And that incomplete. completion breaks a string of 5 straight connections. And it's second down. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. He's got time. All kinds of time. And this is caught at the 8. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up first and goal. And they're going to speed things up here. Back to throw again. He's got time in the pocket. Looking left sideline, incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. And it's second down. Good job by the O-line. Quarterback had time to go through his checks. That's one you need to take advantage of.
A perfect situation, and they're unable to take advantage of it. When you have that much time to scan the field, you have to find an open receiver.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. That's caught at the 3. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. It's a gain of 7, and that is going to set up third and goal. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to get it back to a 1-score game.
Partner, how many times have you heard it? Pressure creates diamonds, right? But it also bursts pipes. And on that one, that's what they got. They got after him, and he was fortunate just to get rid of it.
Yeah, he just had to chuck it away. And, Charles, they get the field goal. Took him a dozen plays, though.
Work with me on this one. You know what I'm about to say, right? Bend but don't break. That's what came into play here for the defense. 12 plays were run at them. They only gave up 3 points. In a lot of ways, that's a win for the defense.
We get a look at the Saints defense as they file into position. They're hoping to do what they did last time, force another punt. Last time it resulted in a field goal. We'll see if they can get another stop here, though.
And the best defenses are in the business of preventing.
And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Roethlisberger going to throw it. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Marcus Wheaton was the one he was looking for. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. And the Saints signal for another timeout. That'll be their 2nd, so 1 more chance to stop the clock here, and we'll be back. So the defense had a chance to catch their breath, and now they're back out and ready. Here's Will Munday now as he's on to punt for Pittsburgh. Is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. 1 possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. Another pistol look here. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Thomas, the intended target. And that'll bring up second down. He's back to throw. Finding time. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this defense has broken it open as they return it to the house for 6. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room where they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
And they will line up now for the 2-point try. Roethlisberger looking to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their fourth-quarter lead. So a big play there. Not only the fumble return for the touchdown, then they get the 2-point try. And, you know, for the defense, though, they were just over there sitting on the field. They had to rush out to try to defend that.
You know, it's funny. They actually practice situations that they call sudden change when the team turns it over. I'll guarantee you no one practices a fumble return for a touchdown like that, and now someone goes for 2. Really good strategy by them putting them in that situation.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here. Maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
One receiver left, 3 to the right.
Green 39, Green 30.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Shamarko Thomas. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
And they'll run it here. Room here to run. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. So a defensive timeout, chance to regather, regroup, and get set as we resume action. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Well, I know at points in this one you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people who really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of deal, that's right up their alley.